What's the worst date you've ever been on? Funny story time, please. I had maybe my worst date ever last night and was just curious how bad a date can be. Let's keep it more on the funny side if possible. Mine seemed okay by texting, no red flags, except maybe seemed a little clingy. She asked me to pick a place to eat in advance. Okay, done. I'm in contest prep, so pretty picky, but I can find something. I pick her up in her car and she tells me she's vegan. Like, that would have been nice to know when you told me to pick a place. And her ex-BF was a bodybuilder too, so she should assume it's gonna be meals with meat. Then she tells me she's vegan but not totally vegan. Sometimes she tried to put meat in her mouth to see if she still hated it, but always did. Okay. And also eats fish, and chicken, and milk, and honey. So actually not vegan, she just doesn't like red meat but still tries to eat it randomly sometimes. Anyways, I find a nice sushi restaurant and she doesn't want to go, she wants to go to Kara Sushi on a Sunday evening. Fuck me. Whatever. So we end up going and standing in the front entryway with no AC for an hour. No seats, no AC, crying kids, constant bells and buzzing. BC, it's Kara Sushi. I can barely hear her well enough to talk. For the whole hour she's constantly poking and pinching me. Like, I think she wanted to start picking my scabs but restrained herself. I saw her start to go for one on my arm, I'm pretty sure. Also, this girl has nothing to talk about. She can answer questions, but it feels like pulling teeth to keep any conversation going. Finally, after an hour we sit down, and she starts talking about a girl I tagged on Instagram. It's a female friend I've been good friends with for years. She starts drilling me on why I don't want to date this girl. Basically, the only thing to do here is tell her the bad points of my dear friend, which I don't want to do. I don't want to badmouth my friends and thought it was incredibly rude for this date to try to push me into doing that. It goes from inquiry to persuasion. She wants me to date my friend and keeps pushing me towards that idea. We talk about my friend for a while and she finally drops it, thank God. But wait! Now she wants to know about gay men. She skips the inquiry this time and goes straight to persuasion. She wants to know why I won't date gay men and has her counter-arguments armed and ready for everything I say. Why the hell am I on a date with a woman who is persuading me to date gay men? Okay, she drops it. No dating gay men for me. But gay for pay. Here we go. Now she starts trying to persuade me, her straight male date, to have sex with men for money. Wonderful party popper, this date is like a dream at this point. Again, her counter-arguments to why I'm not interested are already prepared and ready to go. On top of this, she seemed confused the whole time and would forget things I had just said like 1 minute previously. As bad as these conversations seem, it's even worse when you have to constantly keep going back and repeating the conversation BC she already forgot. I drive her back to a train station she wanted to go to that's not even close to her house as far as I know. Not sure what she was getting into at 11 o'clock at night, but not my problem. She texts me at like midnight and asks if I'm driving to Umeda. No. Why? No reason. Then today she's blowing up my phone wanting to meet again. Grimacing face. I seriously don't know if this girl had some kind of head injury, or mental illness or what, but it was absolutely horrible, and I want to hear more horrible stories like this. Edit, just to be clear. I assume everyone would find someone trying to change their sexuality annoying. I'm sure a gay person on a date being strongly persuaded to date hetero would be annoyed too, right? Nothing against gay people here.